Hey Phoenixes, I am back. I know I've been away for a little while, and I wanted to give you guys a little story about where I've been and why I took a break. I've been in litigation with my ex for contempt of a restraining order. My ex, who was living with me, the one who was secretly married, if you've listened to my stories from the beginning, you'll hear, that I was with this psychopath who had a secret marriage and then was cheating on me, and he stole my money, and he had stolen my money, and I finally threw him out, and he was acting real sneaky. He was always acting really sneaky with his phone, and I'm like, there's got to be another woman. That's why he keeps sneaking around with his phone. So he kept sneaking to my bedroom to go and talk to this woman on his phone, and I came in one night, and he threw his phone across the bed, and I'm like, he had stolen my money like a week before that, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with this guy. I didn't feel safe with him anymore. I didn't trust him anymore. And I'm like, when he threw his phone across the bed like that, it just confirmed that he was hiding something. And I trusted my gut. I'm like, you just need to get out of my house. I don't want to see you anymore. I can't stand feeling like this, living this way, not knowing what's going on with you. And I don't feel like you're telling me the truth. Just get out. And I hope she's worth it. Whoever she is, I hope she's worth it. Just get out. So he begged and he cried and he pleaded, but he ended up leaving that night. And he spent the next 3 to 4 weeks stalking me, coming to my house, begging for me back. And I would block his phone, and then he would call on his work phone, and I blocked that phone. And then he called on his parents' phone, and I blocked that phone. And he kept showing up to my house, so I eventually went down and got filed for a restraining order. And the first pre-trial I didn't attend because I was still so distraught. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And he was starting to leave me alone. He had sent me some kind of message. He started sending me selfies, is what he sent me. He started sending me selfies. And I just had this feeling, I'm like, I think he's putting these selfies up on dating sites. So I ended up seeing him because I wanted to talk to him about what was going on. And he ended up breaking down in my bathroom, saying that all men cheat. I'm like, okay, I think he's admitted that he's cheated. And he agreed to let me see his phone. But by that time, I didn't want to see his phone because I was pretty sure he went through it and erased everything. And I'm like, I don't want to get back together because I found out he went through my phone. He had hacked my phone and was monitoring me and impersonating me. And I'm like, you did this. You messed with all these people in my phone. And these were a bunch of men. He was contacting men in my phone and pretending to be me and having intimate liaisons with him. And then he would pretend like I wasn't there, and he would see if these men would just be with him. So I knew something was really off with this guy. I knew he was probably secretly bisexual, which I'm fine with. It's just, I don't like it when people keep it hidden and then they hack your phone and pretend like they're you so that they can have secret, intimate conversations with men as you. That's just not cool. That's very abusive. And so I told him I didn't want to get back together. I didn't want to see his phone. I didn't want to know because I'm pretty sure he went through it and deleted everything. And I had him leave again. And then I finally went down and I filed for the restraining order because he still wouldn't leave me alone. And at the pretrial date, I didn't go because he started leaving me alone at this point. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's seeing someone. And he had bought a car for me to drive. But the thing with psychopaths or narcissistic people, any tie that you have to them, they will literally use against you to get back to you. So you have to be really careful. You have to cut all ties with these people because they'll use anything to get to you. So I ended up going no contact, but I was driving around in this car that he let me drive. And I ended up, after about 3 months of not talking to him, I ended up breaking no contact to talk to him about this car. I wanted to know if I could service this car, get the tires checked, and he said that I could. And I asked him if he could write me out something that it was okay for me to drive this car. And he's like, well, you can just use this letter that I just sent you. And things started escalating. He had told me he had gotten a new apartment and and I congratulated him on the new apartment because that's something I wanted him to do. I noticed what he was doing. He was jumping from woman to woman. He jumped from his marriage to me, even though he said he was divorced for a year. I somehow never thought that he was divorced for a whole year. I found out he was actually secretly still married, but that's besides the point because I ended up breaking down and contacting what I thought was his ex-wife. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? He stole from her and cheated on her and did all these things too. But that's what helped me stay away, is actually contacting her and finding out that he was secretly married, and he had a pattern of taking advantage of and abusing women. So we started talking about the car, and as we started talking, he started getting like really, things just progressed as I broke no contact like they usually do with these types of men. He started wanting to get intimate with me again.